Hi everyone, welcome back to QBO Tips. There is a lot involved with projects in QuickBooks Online, so we're tackling it in digestible chunks. This is part 2 of those chunks. The last time we went through what projects is and who should think about using it. So now, how do we go about actually setting it up? First off, we need to make sure that projects is enabled in QuickBooks Online and some other related settings are also turned on. We go up to the gear icon here and we can go to Accountants and Settings. Projects is under Advanced, and if I scroll down you'll notice Projects, Organize all job related activity in one place is already turned on. If it's not, you just click on it, check the box OK, save, and you're done. There are also some expense settings that need to be turned on. So under bills and expenses, you need to show the items table on the expense and your purchase forms, so purchase orders, bills. You need to track expenses and items by customer, and you need to make expenses and items billable. So the reason we need to do these is to make sure that the project workflow, works, essentially. They're necessary so that the job costing pieces that they have in QBO will actually impact the profitability reports and the calculations necessary in the project center. Once QBO is set up to use projects, we can either create a new one or we can convert a subcustomer. Let's start by converting a subcustomer. If you navigate to the Customers tab, you can go Sales, Customers over here. You'll see a tiny little prompt here to convert now. This is the button that we're eventually going to click to convert a subcustomer into a project. Eligible subcustomers are only that first level of subcustomer, so like Cool Cars here. If we go down further, we can see like 55 Twin Lane is a subcustomer of a subcustomer here. That one wouldn't be eligible. So let's convert Cool Cars. One of the things I'm going to check out, I'm going to go into Edit here and make sure it's Build with Parent. That is also a necessary condition to convert a subcustomer to a project. Another note here is that you're going to lose some of the demographic data, not the transactions, when you convert. My contact information up here, my address, if I had tax info set up, I would want to copy those to notes if I want to preserve that. Otherwise, it's going to default back to Bill's Windsurf Shop. Everything looks good, so I'm going to convert this one now. So I go back out to Customers, and I convert now. So notice that I can choose to convert it as a completed project, or I can convert it as an in progress, which is what I'm going to choose here. Follow some prompts. It's a one-time thing. I can go to projects or customers. So now once it's converted, notice it prompts me about the labor rates because I don't have any set in this company. I can click here to add hourly rates. I can come back at any time on the button right up here and also set the hourly rates. Let's just set some here. Alright, so the hourly rate, this is to impute the burden rate of labor on the project. You can get as detailed as you want, but it would be really time consuming to be exact to get all of your taxes and the hours and wages and everything else, unless you're using QBO payroll. If you're using that, then your actual labor rates will be assigned to the project every time you run payroll. So every 2 weeks for most of you. You can always start a fresh project by clicking New Projects from within the Projects dashboard here. Simply give it a name and choose a customer, who it's for, and add some notes if you need them. And you have, well, it's a brand new project. all set up. So with projects turned on and in use, you now need to be a little bit more diligent about assigning your costs to the projects. It's fairly easy though. When you're creating an expense or you're doing time entries or you're entering a bill, you'll see if I'm doing, let's say, buying some from Gins, a lot of fuel, there's a customer project field in the line here. So I want to make sure that that is cool cars. And you'll notice it says it's a project of bills, da da da. This is part of the expense tracking that should tag it to the project. Again, this is for your expenses, this is for bills. Make sure you have this on time and labor as well, because that also needs to be pulled in the project for proper costing purposes. So once I save this expense, notice that my cost here has all automatically populated. So you need to be a little bit more diligent. We'll go deeper into that next time when we tackle the actual workflow of projects in QBO. I hope that helped you guys out. Thanks for watching.